Social Security benefits are supposed to increase on October the 15th. But here is the thing: inflation continued to eat at the income of seniors on Social Security and disability. So there is a lot of anticipation on how much Social Security cost of living adjustment seniors are going to get on October the 15th. That is the day that the government is going to release the September inflation report. And then on the same day, the Social Security Administration is going to release the 2026 Social Security cost of living adjustment, the most anticipated number of the year when it comes to seniors on Social Security. But here is the deal: all of that is complicated by the fact that today the US government released a report that consumers are feeling the stress of inflation and interest rates. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain the inflation situation and why a lot of seniors are under pressure, and then tell you how the Social Security Administration is preparing to release this report and what the experts think your Social Security increase is going to be in 2026. That is going to be announced in 6 weeks, and I want to get you ready for that. My name is Kwame Kwade. I am a government benefits expert. For 15 years, I've been helping seniors get the retirement benefits they deserve. I create content on Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, food stamps, and other personal finance issues that affect seniors on Social Security and disability benefits. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am really happy you're here. I want you to do me a favor, go into the comments and let me know your city and your state. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, welcome back. I am happy you're here. And there is a lot to cover, specifically to answer the question of how much Social Security increase can you expect? And the bigger question is, what are you expecting? How much increase? 2025, you got a 2.5% increase, but your Medicare Part B premium went up by 5.9%. Well, before you answer my question, and I want you to go into the comment section and let me know how much in Social Security increase you are expecting based on what is happening in your own life. I'm going to give you a data that is going to shock you. Medicare Part B premium is going to go up by 12% in 2026. So Medicare Part B premium is going to double from 5.9% increase in 2025 to 12% in 2026. So if Medicare is doubling, Medicare Part B premium, which is going to come out of your Social Security check every single month, if that is going to double, then what is your expectation of Social Security cost of living adjustment when the announcement is made exactly 4 weeks from now? Now, I want you to go to the comment section and let me know, because I want to collect that data and then we can compare it to the actual number that comes out when the government releases that data. But I want to share with you what the experts are saying. But first, let's read the inflation report that I had on my screen earlier, just to give us some background. So this is coming from Reuters, and here is what they're saying. They are saying that some US consumers are showing increased signs of stress as inflations and higher interest rates are affecting affordability and leading to financial strain on borrowers. Credit scoring company Fair Isaac said their overall national FICO score has dipped slightly. About 38.1% of the population score below between 600 and 749, while only 33.8% score in the higher. Basically, what they're saying is that people are so stressed financially that their credit score has started dipping. And why is that important? Because that is an indication of where there's, how people are feeling about their finances when it comes to inflation. And so now that you know what is happening with inflation and how it's causing financial stress, let's see what the experts are saying about what the Social Security cost of living adjustment is going to be. And for that, we are going to go to the Senior Citizens League, because that is the most credible organization that experts rely on to give us an estimate of what the cost of living adjustment is going to be. And The Senior Citizen League is a nonpartisan organization that advocates for senior. It is the nation's largest nonpartisan seniors group. They are there to ensure that you receive the benefit you earned and to help you in any way they can. So if you go to their website, they have what they call the COLA Watch. So you can see it right there. They are counting down to when this important information is going to be released, and that is going to be done on in 28 days. 28 days from today, 1 hour and 33 minutes as of right now. But the most important thing on their website is what they think your cost of living adjustment is going to be. So before we go through that, it's important to realize what the average Social Security amount is. Right now, for all Social Security beneficiaries, the average amount is $1,865, and for retired workers is $2,008. So then you go further, and what they've done is, they are looking at what is the prediction for cola based on inflation data that has come the last few months. Well, according to the Senior Citizens League, they are predicting that your cost of living adjustment is going to be 2.7%. To be honest with you, that is very disappointing. I expected at least a 3% increase, but 2.7 is slightly higher than 2025 data, which is 2.5%. So what does that translate in terms of dollars and cents? Well, the average Social Security recipient is going to get about a $54 increase in their Social Security check. And as you can see from the data, 2.7% is on the low side when you look at the last 5 years, because in 2022 you got 5.9% increase, 2023 you got 8.7%, and it's been dropping since then. And even though it is slightly higher than last year's, it is not by much. So if you are expecting more, well, you are going to be disappointed. But here is the bigger picture that I want to talk to you about today. Two things. The first one is that the reason your Social Security COLA is low because the formula that they're using is not correct. At least it doesn't truly reflect the cost of living changes that seniors are experiencing. So what's been happening is that since 2010, according to the Senior Citizens League, seniors have been cheated out of their money, and by their estimate, you should have received $370 more than you currently have received since 2010. And how do they know that? Well, they have gone in and calculated how much Social Security increase you should have received if a new formula that has been proposed, which is called the CPIE, Consumer Price Index for the Elderly, if that formula was used, you would have gotten 3% in 2025. So this year, 2025, when you got a 2.5% increase, if the new formula that is being proposed in Congress was passed and utilized by the Social Security Administration to calculate your cost of living adjustment, you would have gotten a 3% increase. And so they've gone back over the last 10 years and used that formula to estimate what you would have received if the government has used the new CPIE formula versus the CPIW formula that they currently use. And in a lot of cases, you would have gotten a lot more. So the Senior Citizens League crunched the numbers and they realized that if seniors had been paid what they truly deserve, your Social Security or disability benefits would have been $370 higher than what it is today. Think about that. What can you do with an extra $370 a month? I want to hear from you in the comment section below. What would that have done for you in your current financial situation if you were getting $370 more in Social Security benefit? So now that you know how much you have been cheated out of, what is the solution? Well, there are several bills in Congress that wants to fix this, but we don't see the political courage to do that. And the most important bill that I think has the biggest chance of getting passed is a bill that I've been talking about all year, and it's called the Social Security Expansion Act. It is a bill that is currently in Congress, and it actually has a name and has a number. And I have always said that if I am going to propose a bill, I want to make sure that it has been proposed in the House or the Senate, and that it is actually something that has a realistic chance of being passed. So here is the Social Security Expansion Act S.770. You go to congress.gov, you can search for it. And the goal of the bill, among other things, is to fix how your cost of living adjustments are calculated. And so I have a summary of that bill, and I'm going to share the summary with you and show you specifically how this bill, among other things, is going to fix this Social Security issue and put more money in your pocket going forward. So it is a bipartisan bill in Congress right now. It just need more senators and Congress people to get behind it to get it passed. So I got a summary of the bill, and here it is. Among other things, the Social Security Expansion Act will increase the cost of living adjustment. So it aims to increase your Social Security cost of living adjustment and permanently fix the issue that has robbed seniors of $370 a year. Now, the question is, what else does this bill do? Well, one of the things it does is that it's going to help seniors who are getting the bare minimum in Social Security benefits get about $660 in additional benefit. And you're probably thinking, how is that possible? Well, I'm about to show you. So stay with me. I have a graph that I want to share with you that explains how this particular Social Security Expansion Act is going to put more money in your pocket. So here is the federal poverty level numbers. If you've been paying attention, when you apply for food stamps or Medicaid or other government benefits programs, they use the poverty numbers, the federal poverty level, to determine eligibility. It's a chart that the government releases every year to show who they consider to be living in poverty. In 2025, if you are making less than $15,650, you are considered to be living in poverty. And so that's about $1,300 a month in Social Security benefits. So, what the Social Security Expansion Act wants to do, among other things, is increase your benefit if you are making $1,300 or less in Social Security, is to increase your benefit from $15,650 to $19,562. Why is that important? Because it puts you 125% above the federal poverty level. So you're getting 25% more than the federal poverty number, and it's going to set that number permanently. So each year the government releases their poverty numbers, your Social Security benefit will be adjusted to whatever that chart shows as 25% or 125% of the federal poverty level. If you want a reference point in order to qualify for Medicaid, as an individual without dependents, you have to make 138% of the federal poverty level. So they are going to be moving a lot of seniors from at poverty to 25% above poverty by putting another $660 in your pocket in terms of Social Security increase. That is one of the biggest things that this bill is going to do, and that is why I'm excited about it. And I think that is going to be a real game changer. And if you are thinking, what's going to happen with the $370 that the government owes you by not paying you what you deserve in Social Security benefits? Well, let's go back to the Social Security Expansion Act, because there is a proposal in there that is going to give you a $2,400 increase across the board. Everybody's going to get this, and it's probably not probably, it is their way of making up for all the shortfalls in the COLA and what inflation has done to the income of seniors. So if you add those numbers together, potentially, if the bill is passed as is, some seniors are going to get about $860 in Social Security increase permanently if the Social Security Expansion Act is passed. So the reason why I'm sharing all this information with you is that I want you to then encourage and actually ask your senators what they are doing about this, because some of you are going to get $860 if this bill is passed just from those two provisions in the bill, in addition to permanently fixing your cost of living adjustment. So it is an important bill that should be passed this year. We need enough senators and congressmen and women to get behind it on a bipartisan level. It's already gathering bipartisan support, but we need more. And to do that, your voice is going to be important. So reach out to your senator, reach out to your congressperson, let them know that you are aware of the Social Security Expansion Act and you want to know where they stand on that, and encourage them to support it, because that is the only bill this year that is going to put real money into the pocket of seniors that are low income. So that is the major news that I wanted to share with you today. And the next thing I want to cover is what I've been calling peace of mind about Medicare. Now, you probably see the number on the screen. That is our partner, Chapter Medicare. I have been creating content for seniors for 15 years. This is the first time we are partnering with a Medicare advisory company. Why? Because I believe that Chapter is able to offer one of the things that we want for all seniors, which is peace of mind on Medicare. Why is that important? Well, 90% of all seniors are in the wrong Medicare plan, and that costs you money, because there is nothing worse than needing care and realizing that your plan has either been dropped or it doesn't cover what you needed to cover, and they didn't even bother to tell you. A lot of seniors are in that situation, which has forced the Trump administration to sue a whole bunch of Medicare advisory companies that have been misleading seniors into the wrong plans. Well, let me tell you this. Chapter is not one of those companies. They are there to be in your corner. They are not there to sell you anything. They are there to help you find the Medicare plan that fits your needs. So that's why 2,000 of our viewers have called them and gotten that peace of mind about Medicare that I'm talking about. What are they going to do for you? Well, if you call that number 539-205-2147, they're going to check whether you are in the right Medicare plan. And as I mentioned, 90% of all seniors are in the wrong plan. So if you are, they will tell you. And if you're not, they will present all the options that are available to you in your local area. And they are the only company with access to all 24,000 plans. No other Medicare advisory company has access to all the plans. They do. And so they can tell you what's in your area that fits your budget, fits your needs, fits the coverage that you need, and can support the care levels that you want. And so give them a call today. And as I said, my goal is to help you get peace of mind about Medicare so that when you need help, you get the help and the coverage that you need. You've already earned it. Why not take full advantage of it? So give them a call today, or go to askchapter.org/insider. I'll put the link in the comments of this video. I'll put the link in the description. And these are the guys that you're going to be talking to when you call. They're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they can save you $1,100 a year. We've already talked about inflation. That is real savings. Anything you can do to put more money in your pocket is good news, and it's a good day. So give them a call today. And that is all I wanted to cover today. I will see you tomorrow on another video. And if you like what you heard, hit our like button, hit the subscribe button, share this video with anybody you think needs to know about what's coming up with COLA and why they should pay attention to cost of living adjustment. Thank you for watching.